Hey everyone, have you noticed more for sale signs disappearing in your neighborhood without getting replaced by a sold sign that you're used to seeing? Well, if that's you, you're not alone because there are actually more houses being pulled off the market. In December, 1 in 10 homes were pulled off the market, which was actually 64% more than the previous year. So what's going on? Well, stay tuned because in this video, I'm going to talk about just a couple things that you need to know to be a successful home buyer, home seller 2025, or just be a more informed homeowner. So number one, you guys, is that lock-in effect is going away. For the last couple years, people had a 3 or 4% mortgage rate and they wouldn't move. They liked the mortgage rate so much that they didn't have a more compelling reason to move, and those people have stayed put. Well, in the last couple of months, a lot of those people are now deciding to move. And there was a recent Zillow poll that I read that said that it was actually life events that was motivating people to make a move. These people with these 3 and 4% interest rates, it wasn't market conditions. So actually life events happen. People have now stayed in a house long enough where maybe there's some painful circumstances, like it's too far away from work or they need a bigger home. And those people are now starting to make a move. So keep that in mind. Point number 2 is there's just more inventory and fewer buyers out there. The cost of owning a home is going up. There's absolutely no doubt about it. Buyers have more inventory or more options to choose from, but they are more cautious on how much they are spending. The interest rate right now is teetering just below 7%. It's been this way for many months now. And people need to know when they're going to list their house that this isn't how it was in 2020, 2021, the early part of 2022, where you could almost just name your price and you'd find a buyer for it. Buyers are much more discerning right now, and if the house is not compelling, it's simply not selling. The third thing to consider is that there is kind of like a shadow inventory going on right now. And what does that mean? Well, a lot of homeowners pulled their house off the market in late 2024, or they just reserved putting their house on the market until right now, until the spring of 2025, hoping to really cash in on the seasonality of real estate, which is the spring. So I anticipate a lot more houses coming on the market, which is going to be a lot more competitive for sellers trying to go after pretty much the same amount of buyers out there. Although we have seen just in the last 6 weeks in Fort Wayne, a pretty drastic uptick in units that have gone pending. So that's really encouraging for the market. So what's your next move? If you're thinking of buying or selling in 2025, we want to talk to you. We'll put a plan together to help make sure that whatever you're trying to do is going to be successful for you.